Hello friends, today's topic is about biologically important nucleotides. So what is nucleotide? That already you are knowing. Nucleotide is made up of the three part. That three part are the nitrogenous base, pentose sugar and phosphate molecule. Now these nucleotides are important for the molecular biology or genetics that already you are knowing. But not only for genetics, they are also important for the various biochemical reaction. So in detail of their biological importance that we will look. So to understand their biological importance, they are classified as per their purine and pyrimidine basis. So purine basis, that purine nucleotides are the adenosine nucleotides as well as guanosine nucleotides. Further, these adenosine nucleotides are considered as ATP, ADP, AMP and cyclic AMP. Same way for the guanosine, that is GTP means guanosine triphosphate, guanosine diphosphate, guanosine monophosphate and cyclic GMP means cyclic guanosine monophosphate, same as a cyclic AMP. Further, as per the pyrimidine, they are the uridine nucleotides and cytidine nucleotides. So these are the particular classification of these nucleotides as per that purine and pyrimidine nitrogen base. Now one by one their importance that we will look in this video. So first of all, about this adenosine nucleotide. So for that adenosine nucleotides, you have to remember they are the ATP, ADP, AMP and cyclic AMP. First for the ATP. ATP is the storage battery of the tissue. So whatever the energy is generated, whatever the foodstuff we are taking, and from that foodstuff that energy is generated and that will be stored in the form of ATP. So it is a storage battery or storage house or storage molecule of our energy. So it is most abundant among all nucleotides in our body. So most abundant free form of the nucleotide, if sometime asked in the exam, then you have to remember it is ATP. Further, two of the three phosphate molecule, phosphate residue of this ATP, they are the high energy phosphate. Simple, adenosine triphosphate. Tri means there is a three phosphate molecule is there. So this phosphate, so whenever you are writing this ATP as a chemical form, so first phosphate is written directly as a simple bond, but next, second and third phosphate, that is written as a squiggle bond, and that squiggle bond, that is indicating high energy bond. And when this bond is broken down, that will release the energy. So when it is hydrolyzed, means ATP to ADP formation, that hydrolysis will be release large number of energy, and that will be utilized for the various endergonic reaction. Now already you are knowing that endergonic reaction means wherever the energy is required, and that is called an endergonic reaction. So ATP is an important source of providing of energy for the muscular contraction, transmission of nerve impulse and transport of nutrients across the cell membrane, as well as for the motility of spermatozoa. This ATP is also needed. So further in detail of this ATP, it is required for the formation of active methionine. So methionine, that is one of the important amino acid. Now this methionine is mostly utilized for the donation of the methyl group. So from the methionine, methyl group is donated, but simple methionine amino acid is not able to provide this methyl group. For that, there is an activation of methionine is needed, and this, for that activation of methionine, there is requirement of the ATP. So this active methionine means methionine is converted into the S-adenosyl methionine, and that active methionine, that is able to donate methyl group. So further, ATP is also able to donate phosphate group. Simple, you are already knowing that example of the hexokinase reaction. So it is also called a phosphotransferase reaction. Hexokinase reaction, that is simple first reaction of the glycolysis pathway. So in the glycolysis, what is the first step? Glucose is converted into the glucose 6 phosphate. So here one phosphate is added. This phosphate is coming from the ATP. So glucose to glucose 6 phosphate, that phosphate is adding with the help of ATP, and that is donation of the phosphate. So ATP is also required for the donation of phosphate for the various reaction. It is also required for the formation of active sulfate. So not only that active methionine formation which is providing methyl group, there is an active sulfate. So donation of sulfate, what is needed? That is PAPS, that is phosphoadenosine phosphosulfate. This molecule is generated, and that is able to donate sulfate molecule, and which is necessary for the incorporation of sulfate compound like formation of chondroitin sulfate. What is chondroitin? That is mucopolysaccharide. So over that mucopolysaccharide, generally phosphate group is added, and that sulfate addition, that is possible by active sulfate, and for that active sulfate formation, ATP is needed. So ATP is needed for the donation of phosphate molecule, formation of active methionine as well as active sulfate formation. So inside our body, means in vivo, ATP is converted into the ADP, AMP and cyclic AMP, which have important role to play in this biochemical process. So not only this ATP, that ADP and AMP have also significance over the various metabolic pathway. Now this cyclic AMP is working as a second messenger. So in detail of cyclic AMP also we will look in detail. So further, next important, this adenosine nucleotide, that is adenosine diphosphate. Already we have discussed about ATP. Second, that is ADP, you have to remember. So ADP, that act as a primary phosphate acceptor, means ADP will accept one phosphate, so it is converted into the ATP. And this reaction is most important for the oxidative phosphorylation, means electron transport chain. So thus play an important role in cellular respiration or electron transport chain, as well as for the muscular contraction. So for the muscular contraction, whatever the energy is needed, that ATP is converted into the ADP, but when energy is generated, again this ADP is converted into the ATP. So it is also important for the activation of the enzyme like glutamate dehydrogenase. So some important enzyme, they will be activated in the presence of this ADP molecule, just like example of glutamate dehydrogenase, which is required for the deamination reaction in liver to produce ammonia. So glutamate dehydrogenase also in detail we will learn in particularly protein metabolism. At present you have to remember activation of particular enzyme like glutamate dehydrogenase, this ADP is needed. So D for the dehydrogenase and D for the ADP. So further, next important, this nucleotide, that is adenosine monophosphate, that is AMP. So we have discussed about ATP, next that ADP, and third one, that is AMP. So AMP is act as an activator of several enzymes in the tissue. Simple, whenever the AMP level is increased in the cell, that is indicating low energy level inside the cell. Same way there is an increased level of ATP, that is indicating high energy level inside the cell. When AMP molecule is increased in our body, that will lead or indicate or give signal for the low energy level of the cell, and that will give signal to provide or generate more energy inside the cell. So glycolytic pathway will be activated. So enzyme, particularly phosphoprotokinase, is inhibited by the ATP, but the inhibition is reversed by the AMP. Simple, what is the basic purpose of glycolysis? To provide energy. So when sufficient energy is already there in the cell, means there is a high ATP level is there. So when there is a high ATP level, that will inhibit important enzyme of the glycolysis, phosphoprotokinase. So ATP will inhibit phosphofructokinase, but when energy is utilized, ATP is converted into the ADP and AMP. AMP level is increased, then what happen? It will reverse the inhibition of phosphofructokinase, means overall activity of this phosphofructokinase is increased. So glycolysis will occur, and again from the glucose energy will be generated. So simple, for any energy related metabolism, then you have to simple remember that increased level of ATP, that is indicating high energy level, increased level of AMP in the cell, that is indicating low energy level. So that AMP is very helpful for the activation of the several enzyme in the tissue. So AMP is formed from the ADP by the enzyme adenylate kinase reaction. So ADP, one more phosphate is removed, means one more high energy bond is removed, and that is converted into the AMP, that is adenosine monophosphate. So AMP produce activates the phosphorylase enzyme of muscle and increase the breakdown of the glycogen. So basically breakdown of glycogen will lead to the liberation of glucose, and that glucose will further provide the energy. So AMP is ultimately targeted to give signal to provide or generate energy inside the cell. So that is one of the important significance of the AMP. Further, cyclic AMP, it is chemically called as a 3' 5' adenosine monophosphate. This prime number is given to the particular pentose sugar of these nucleotides. So over that nucleotide, whenever we are talking about sugar, so not to prevent any confusion between whether it is a carbon molecule of this nitrogenous base or any other, so that is prime number is given to that particular this pentose sugar. So first number, that first carbon, that is generally attached over the 9th nitrogen of the purine ring. Now first nitrogen, first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, and this one is the fifth carbon. Now fifth carbon, that is again attached with the third carbon, and in between these two, third and fifth carbon, there is a phosphate molecule is attached, and that cyclic ring like structure is generated over this structure of this adenosine monophosphate. So it is called cyclic AMP. So there is a cyclic formation with the help of 3' and 5' in between these two phosphate molecule, and that is making cyclic structure. So it is called cyclic AMP, or shortly CAMP. Now this CAMP is the most important second messenger. So cyclic AMP is basically generated or synthesized from the ATP. It is a mediator of the hormone action by acting as a second messenger, and as a second messenger it is working mostly ACTH, glucagon, ADH, FSH, LH, means adrenocorticotropical hormone, glucagon, ADH, FSH, follicular stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. They will reach up to the cell. Once it is attached over the cell, then what happen? Further reaction will occur with the help of this second messenger, that is cyclic AMP. So it regulates the glycogen and as well as triglyceride metabolism. So it is involved, the cyclic AMP is involved in in a glycogenolysis, means breakdown of the glycogen, as well as triglyceride metabolism, particularly lipolysis means breakdown of the lipid. It activates the several steps in the steroid biosynthesis, but you have to remember it inhibits the cholesterol biosynthesis. So it inhibits cholesterol biosynthesis, but it is helping in the steroid biosynthesis. It modulates both transcription as well as translation in protein biosynthesis. Further, it also regulates permeability of cell membrane to water, sodium, potassium, and calcium. So this cyclic AMP is basically working as a second messenger of this all these important and more than this important hormone. So it, with the help of this hormone, this cyclic AMP is helping in so many regulatory or important metabolic pathway like glycogenolysis, lipolysis, steroid biosynthesis, inhibition of cholesterol synthesis, transcription, translation, and regulation of the permeability of the cell membrane. So that's all are the important function of the cyclic AMP in our body. For the guanosine nucleotide, so up to here we have discussed about only this adenosine. For the guanosine nucleotide, so in that also guanosine triphosphate, the GTP, it is a guanosine analog of the ATP. Simple, from the adenosine it is replace of the guanosine, so it is called GTP, which is also involved in a important metabolic reaction like oxidation of succinyl CoA in the TCA cycle. So already you are knowing that when you are writing this reaction, you are writing GTP instead of the particular ATP. So in this reaction, particular GTP is generated instead of the ATP in the TCA cycle. Further, required for the protein synthesis. Further, required for the protein synthesis means simple. Whenever you are writing a step of the translation, you have written that GTP is converted to the GDP. So that GTP is particularly required for the protein synthesis. Further, for the production of cyclic AMP. So when ATP is converted into the cyclic AMP, for that conversion also this particular GTP is needed. For the role in the rhodopsin cycle. So Waltz visual cycle, that already you are knowing in vitamin A. So for the activity of this vitamin A, generally that GTP is hydrolyzed and providing energy for the further activation of the rhodopsin cycle. Further, for the gluconeogenesis, also this GTP is needed, required in purine synthesis. So these all are the important function of the GTPs, means guanosine triphosphate. Further, you have to remember GTP, same as from the GTP that cyclic GMP is generated, and it is working as a second messenger of the nitric oxide, means as well as atrial natriuretic factor. So these two are the important hormone. Nitric oxide, that is also working as an important mediator, short-term mediator of the various biochemical reaction in our body, that also you will learn. But nitric oxide and atrial natriuretic factor, they are not working to the cyclic AMP, they will be work as a cyclic GMP. So that is also sometime asked in the exam. You have to remember cyclic AMP work, cyclic GMP is work as a second messenger of this nitric oxide and ANF, means atrial natriuretic factor. Further, one more, that is nucleotide, that is uridine dinucleotide. So up to here we have seen about the purine, that is about the adenosine and guanosine nucleotide. Next, that is uridine nucleotide, they are the pyrimidine nucleotides. So uridine monophosphate is obtained by the action of the enzyme phosphodiesterase. UMP is converted to UDP, UTP by the enzyme nucleoside diphosphokinase in presence of the ATP. So again, that ATP is importantly required for the conversion of UMP to UDP and UTP. So UTP is also involved in a glycogenesis, means formation of the glycogen in our body. So already you are knowing that UDP, glucuronic acid, in a jaundice. So glucuronic acid is provided over the particular bilirubin, and this glucuronic is conjugated over the bilirubin to make conjugated bilirubin. So this conjugation process, that UDP glucuronic acid is needed. Only glucuronic acid is not able to directly attach over any molecule, but this activation with the help of UDP is needed for the conjugation process, as well as for the various detoxification process with the help of this glucuronic acid, that UDP molecule is needed for the activation or donation or providing of glucuronic acid in the biochemical reaction. So for the metabolism of bilirubin and drugs or simply detoxification, these UDP or uridine nucleotides are playing important role. One more nucleotide, that is cytidine nucleotide. So cytidine is also one of the pyrimidine nucleotides. So they are the CTP, CDP and cyclic AMP. So particularly CDP choline, CDP glycerol and CDP ethanolamine. Now have you remember that particular phosphatidyl choline, phosphatidyl glycerol and phosphatidyl ethanolamine. So basically these CDP molecule are involved in a biosynthesis of the phospholipid. So whatever I have said, that phosphatidyl choline, phosphatidyl glycerol and phosphatidyl ethanolamine, they are the phospholipid. So basically for the phospholipid formation, formation, these cytidine nucleotides are needed. So sometime in the MCQ or Viva or exam it is asked which particular nucleotide is needed for the phospholipid formation, then you have to remember cytidine nucleotides are needed for that phospholipid formation. Same way, CMP sialic acid is present in the salivary gland and involved in the synthesis of the salivary mucin. So that is also important particular function of the CMP cytidine monophosphate sialic acid for the salivary mucin formation. So that all are the important biological function of the various nucleotides.